Jesus loved the poor. He also flipped tables. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, better known as SNAP, is the United States' largest anti-hunger program that provides monthly benefits to low-income individuals and families to help them buy food. It was previously known as food stamps and uses an electronic benefits transfer card, better known as EBT, for recipients to purchase eligible food items. Starting today, November 1st, 2025, SNAP benefits are suspended nationwide. Why? A government shutdown. And decades of dysfunction finally catching up. Millions of families woke up today to empty accounts, frozen aid, and no answers. But here's the deeper truth. SNAP was meant to feed the hungry. Instead, it's feeding fraud. Two federal judges just ruled the suspension unlawful. John McConnell in Rhode Island and Indira Talwani in Massachusetts. They ordered the USDA to release emergency funds immediately. They said the terror families feel is real, and the law demands action. President Trump responded, "If we are given the appropriate legal direction by the court, it will be my honor," he says, "to provide the funding." But he also said his lawyers aren't sure it's legal, so now he's asking the courts for clarity. Meanwhile, 42 million Americans wait, not for clarity, but for groceries. In Rhode Island, a state employee stole 17 grand in SNAP funds. Skimming rings across the country have siphoned millions. One ringleader just got 61 months in federal prison. Now, 42 million Americans are caught in the fallout. And it's not just organized crime, it's everyday abuse. One woman in Florida was caught trading her EBT benefits for cash while finding designer handbags and salon visits. Another in New York lied about her income just to qualify, all while posting luxury purchases on social media. Let's just stop sugarcoating it, okay? If anyone is not willing to work, let him not eat. 2 Thessalonians 3:10. That's not heartless. It's holy. We're not talking about the disabled or the desperate. We're talking about able-bodied adults who refuse to work, yet complain about not having food for their kids. They've got Jordans on their feet, acrylics on their fingernails, and bundles down their back, but no bread in their pantry. Luxury on the outside, deception on the inside. Jesus warned the religious elite. You clean the outside of the cup and the plate, but inside you're full of greed and self-indulgence? Matthew 23:25. He also said, you are like whitewashed tombs, beautiful on the outside, but full of dead men's bones within. Matthew 23:27. He wasn't impressed by appearances. He was grieved by hypocrisy. Every stolen dollar mocks the working poor. The single mom juggling 2 jobs, the elderly man stretching his pension, the honest poor who actually need support. And if you think Jesus would stay silent about this, Jesus loved the poor. He also flipped tables.
So just because I don't want to work 20 hours a week, which is crazy. Can you imagine having to work 20 hours a week? So I don't want to work. Take all of my benefits.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That you have allowed me to use for 13 years with no warning at all.
I'm not speaking as someone who's never known need. My own mother relied on food stamps when I was young. But it was legitimate, it was necessary, it was life-saving. And here's the difference. When she got on her feet, she got off the welfare. She didn't cling to it, she didn't abuse it. She used it as a bridge and not as a hammock. This isn't about shaming the poor. It's about protecting them from a system that's being and has been hijacked. There are families right now choosing between rent and groceries. Disabled veterans, single mothers, elderly widows, they rely on SNAP, not because they're lazy, but because they're hurting. God commands us to care for the poor, not coddle the lazy. The widow, the orphan, the stranger, they deserve mercy. But mercy without accountability? That's manipulation.
Defend the cause of the weak and fatherless. Uphold the rights of the afflicted and oppressed. Psalm 82:3. Blessed is the one who considers the poor. In the day of trouble, the Lord delivers him. Psalm 41:1.
Policymakers, stop funding dysfunction. Audit everything. Believers, give, but with discernment, of course. Abusers, repent. You're not just breaking laws, you're breaking trust, and heaven sees it.
Do not be deceived. God is not mocked, for whatever one sows, that will he also reap. Let justice roll down like waters, and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream.
Justice isn't cruel. Mercy isn't blind. Together, they expose the lie and restore the truth. And to the honest poor, God sees you. You are not forgotten. Jesus loved the poor. He also flipped tables. It's time we did both.